Hey, welcome everyone. Tuesday Builders after Christmas. I hope you all had a great Christmas, and I am so excited that we have the guest that we have today and the topic she is covering today because it is the end of the year. As you guys can see, we get distracted, we get stagnant, we get complacent, we get tired. And right now, more than any time, is the time when we need to be on our A game. Because, like I've said, coming up to this month, while everyone is slacking, if you are the one working, you are the one that's going to be winning. And Cami is a great example of that. Okay. She is in full on blown momentum in her team right now. Her personal business is next level. This girl got 7 VIPs last month and 9 market partners last month. And this month she has 4 VIPs and 10 market partners. So we want to hear it all. I will give a disclaimer. Cami does work her business in Spanish. So, she was a little nervous, so let's give her extra love. And I'm gonna help her if she needs help translating anything. But basically, she's going to share with us how she's been getting herself and her team into momentum and tips and tricks for recruitment for VIP because she is killing it. So, Cami, thank you so much for joining us. We're so excited to learn from you. Take it away, and if you need help, I'm here.
Hey, hello everybody. Thank you, Joe. Okay, I'm very nervous. It's my second call in English, so okay, I'm going to do this because I need to do. And I want to share with you guys how I'm doing, so I think it's very good to share. I'm Ecuadorian. I'm living here in New York, on United States for 3 years. And I started the business Monet 1 year, 6 months ago. So when I started this business, I was thinking like, I don't know how I'm going to do because I'm Ecuadorian. My level of English was like hello and bye. That's it. So I was like, I can do this in English. So I need to find um, Latinas, people who speak Spanish. But my followers, all my followers, they were Ecuadorian guys. So I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm going to do because when I came here, when I was in this country, I was looking. So I was like, oh my God, this country is amazing. You can do whatever you want here. It's a lot of money here. So I was thinking like, I need to do something else. I need to do something else. So I was thinking that, and I was looking for one job like this because I was looking like social media and everything like this has a lot of value. So it's a lot of money here. So I was thinking like I want to do something else because I don't like to have a boss. I don't like to have like a schedule. So when I sell um this job, I was like, okay, I want to do this. And then I start, and in my like in the beginning was hard for me for that because I didn't have friends here. I was like, I was thinking like I'm speaking alone in my Instagram because all my people were Ecuadorian guys. So I was, it's okay. I need to do this. So always I was very consistency, whatever, consistent, I think. So I think that is the best thing because if you're consistency with something, you're going to do, you're going to have whatever you want. So my three first levels in the company to be MB was kind of, was not easy, but wasn't like horrible and very difficult. So I started the business in July, I think. And okay, in December, I was MB, but I was MB for 10 months. So I was kind of stopped there because I can find a team like market partners. I was just going one market partners, two market partners in 1 month. Was like I was doing my sales, my personal sales, but I didn't have that team, like everything. Yeah. So I was like, how can I do? And then my upline, uh, she got to the other company or something. So I was like, I'm alone. I'm alone, but I need to find a way. I need to, because I love the products, I love the company, I love the people. So I was like, I need to do something else. So was just 3 months ago when everything was like wow, because was Monations, what September was Monations. So I told you this, guys, if you have the opportunity to go the next Monations in Orlando is in 2024, you need to go, because I think that is that was, I don't know, I can see the opportunity, I can see the people. Like sometimes you look the people here in the screen, but when you're there you can see everything. So it's like wow. So when I was there, of course I was recording everything. So when I was there, I put a lot of videos in my Instagram, and the people was like, what you doing? Because I was like, this lady has $2,200 and she's millionaire and things like that. So my friends and some people was like, what you doing? What is your work? So I was like, it's the shampoo work. It's like that. So I think everything start there. And when I come back to when the monation was finished, I was thinking like, okay, what is my problem? My problem is because I don't have friends, I don't have community in US. So I was thinking, okay, what I need to do. So I pay I pay for a coach because I was thinking I need to do something with my Instagram. So I paid a coach and she taught me a lot. Now I know I can find like my niche, I think is the name, like my people, my community. So I, because before I was always I was like um consistency, but I was, for example, one day I was posting about my exercise in the gym. Other day I was posting about my family. Was very uh, was it good? So then she told me like you need to be focused in one thing. So now if you look my Instagram, my topic or my, I don't know, is my niche, I think is the name, is Latinas in USA. So when other Latinas in Instagram look one video of me or something, they're like, oh, I'm going to follow her because they feel like I feeling. So that was great. So I told you this, you need to find your people, your community. You can, okay, the name of the, I don't know if I need to respond now the answers or maybe later, but I have the name of the teacher, and she can do this in Spanish and English, of course. So I think you need to find like your community. You need to talk with, like, be focused in one thing. So now I'm posting a lot every day, but with like, I don't know what is the name, but you need to have like your niche. So now I'm posting like that every single day, and a lot of people is look at me and they follow me, and then that ladies are going to be my market partners or my clients. A lot, I have this month 10 market partners for that. So for example, they send me a message and they say like, what is your work, what are you doing? I was looking your video is good. So I just sent a, 1 day I just did a live. So I put in it's in my Instagram. So now I just send that video to every lady who sent me the message. And I say, okay, this is the video. You can see everything in the video. I explain everything, how it works. So in the video, I put, for example, I'm working with a brand. I'm showing my products. You need to buy a box, and with that you have your own business. And I'm very clear in my video. It's just 9 minutes. I want to do other one with the less minutes. So I just sent that, and the lady said, okay. So I'm trying to do very easy. And with that, they are like, okay, I want to do the same. And yeah, but I don't like this. Like, look, this is the shampoo. I'm selling a shampoo and trying to sell something. I don't like to do that in my Instagram. I don't like to do like me with the shampoo. No, 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 no. I'm just talking about Latinas. I'm just talking about, yeah, more Latinas. And yeah, I think when you thinking or you're focusing other thing, like no selling, the people has that connection with you. And every single day I like to talk in my stories because the people need to connect with you. And I think I'm very kind of sweet, or kind of, I don't know. My Instagram is Cami Rosales 96. So I'm trying to be like kind of happy, I don't know, good beeps. I don't know, like, hi, how are you? It's not like, hi, how are you? I have like, no, I try to be very, I don't know, happy with the people. And then I think they feel that connection, and they want to work. So I think
I
is
love
that, I
Cami.
don't know if you have questions.
No, so good. I'm gonna add a couple of things because guys, if you got on late, I said English, is obviously her second language. She just moved here to the States, I think you said 2 or 3 years ago. And when she moved to New York, you know one. Her following was all people from her hometown. And she used her biggest, I would say, like setback or struggle or insecurity, and she turned it into her superpower, which is how she found her niche. Now she's targeting Latinas in the USA, and she's obviously running her business in Spanish. But doing that niche, like Angie said, is something we always tell you guys about. You don't need a third party coach to tell you, like, focus who you want to speak to. Because when you try to talk to everyone, you will talk to no one. And if
Mhm.
you follow Cami, you're going to see, ever since I started following her not long ago, the consistency this girl has. It's not a secret. I want you guys to start seeing like the repetition and all the calls and all the people that are having success. She's not telling you something you guys already don't know. She's just actually executing it. So while a lot of us are not posting as much, being lazy, taking a break, using the holidays as an excuse, this girl is on it, and she's been on it for over 3 months now. So that's why the people are now coming to her, right? I love
Mhm.
the idea that you said you have a 9-minute video. If you want to get it down shorter, it's quick, you send to them. But it's the consistency, and like you said, like the good vibes, the energy, how you show up, it's contagious. If you're on your Instagram saying, hi guys, join my team, like no one
Yeah.
wants to join that, right? And if you see her, even if you don't understand English Spanish, but you go to her page, you're going to feel like you don't know what she's saying, but you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, she's so happy, so sweet, what is she talking about? You can practice that in English with your content, with your niche. And if this girl that was literally stagnant, I don't want to say stuck, but stagnant in Market Builder for over 10 months,
Yeah.
when they decided to make the switch, and in the last 2 months, she's had 17 market partners. If she can, why not you? Right? I feel like Cami, I don't want to say you're nothing special. You're very special, but the only thing she's doing that some of us aren't doing is being consistent. And she found out who exactly she wants to talk to. And a lot of us sometimes our very own insecurities are the things that are going to help us reach the most people, or our struggles, or what we're so scared to talk about. So I invite you guys to find what that is and open up. right? Angie, I don't know if you want to add anything. I mean, you did so good. Like we were able to understand perfectly. I'm so proud of you for getting out of your comfort zone because guys, that is not easy. If you've been in that situation, that's definitely very scary.
I
Yeah.
love that. No, and she's so true. And I tell this and I say it all the time, guys. Like, your feed is great, but having that niche, like you said, is very important. Your feed is to bring in new people, and your stories are to close them. Keep that in mind. If you're posting only money, money, money on your stories all the time, you're only feeding the same people each and every single time. What do you want? You want new followers. You have to be consistent with your reels. I am first. I can tell you guys from very first-hand experience, I am someone who would get millions and millions and millions of views on my reels back to back to back. Those of you who have followed me for a long time, it was 5 million, 8 million, 3 million. Like, I never had anything less than a million. And that's when I was really into my niche of being, the mom humor, and I would put beauty in it, and it was like chaos. And I would never ever post about like money unless like I would like to get ready with me as a mom, but everything that I would go into the niche. So for example, if she's doing get ready with me as a Latina in the USA, it's a get ready with me. You can do the same. Get ready with me. Get ready with me as a gym girly. Get ready with me to go to college. Get ready with me to stay at home with my kids. Get ready with me as a work from work, corporate mom, or as a corporate girly. Like, those are things that, like, just think about how can I put this into my niche, and then of course you're gonna be able to close people through your stories. So, well, I know there's so many people out there having success with money, kind of like Jade, like Abby. They have that beautiful, gorgeous, freaking out of this world hair, but some of us don't. And we have to be okay with it, that too, right? Some of us don't have those results. So think about, how can I get creative without being that salesy person so people want to follow me? Because the first thing they're going to look at is that, your pillars. So find out, what are your pillars? What are 5 things that make you you, that come naturally to you? Because when we're using social media, I want you guys to have fun with it. Otherwise, it's going to feel like a job. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself, in this hamster wheel, constantly looking for ideas, because I've been there. I've been there trying to find myself. And next thing you know, 3-4 hours pass by, and all you have done has been scrolling on Instagram or TikTok trying to find something, and you didn't find anything. And what did you do in those 4 hours? You ended up with absolutely nothing. So when you see something, take advantage and take action as soon as you possibly can. And the more action that you take, that's messy action. And that's what's going to help you figure out and find out what comes natural to you. And you guys will notice that with time, it's going to come like nothing, like nothing, like nothing. So what happened to me? I stopped being consistent. I stopped doing all that because I was trying to be something that I wasn't. And that's when my Instagram went all the way down. And it's been really hard to build that back up again. So does it take time? Absolutely. But I'm not quitting. I'm getting back up there. And I want to see you guys get back up there too. And a homework that I want to leave you guys with today is create that video, because I've actually heard of a couple of people doing that video. One of my old market partners, she used to use a video herself, and she would she would get so many market partners just because it was a video herself, and it's quick. Like, think about it. People's attention span is so short these days. While I love opportunity calls, they're great to get people like live onto an opportunity call, onto an Instagram live, right? But now, like, every time I do an opportunity call now, I'm like, let's try and make it quick, 15 minutes at the most, because people have such short attention span these days. They want to get straight to the point. Don't BS me. Don't give me the whole run. Just tell me, what do I have to do? What do you do? And how can I do it too? Simple. People they just want the quick straight through. And I feel like the more transparent we have are about those things, and the more we, put things into perspective and show them what they can do, it's better. And people are catching on too. Like, now people are catching on to the whole, you can't make money that quick. They're catching on to it. There's no such thing as a get rich quick thing. There isn't. And if you do get rich quick as you get it, it's as quick as it's going to be gone. We're here to create long sustainable businesses, long sustainable residual income, an income where, yeah, you're freaking working your ass off right now. But guess what? Along the line, maybe in a year or two, when your business has been able to grow to a point where you've been able to grow it, you're able to have that, that same income every single month because of the work that you've put in. Right. So again, remember that your business comes in seasons. There's different seasons depending on where you're currently at right now. And don't beat yourself up over it. You just have to be consistent. Oh, yes. Can you send us the link to your
Asking her to send us the video. If you understand Spanish, you can watch it to see like what she's saying in 9 minutes. And honestly, you have inspired me to go live in 7 minutes and try to just cover a little bit of the business opportunity. So I think you're looking for that now, but I got a private question and someone wants to know, how do you differentiate, like, when do you post about the business versus when do you post about the products? Do you post about both of them every single day? How do you decide like what you're posting daily, I guess is what she's trying to say.
Okay, so in my Instagram, for example, in my feed is the name, I think, like this, everything is just like me with ideas. I don't know if you can see, but it's with words. I have something fun, like everything kind of Latinas in USA. But in my stories, I like to post about the business. Like
Perfect
there is
example.
a-
Bring them through your feed, close them on stories. Thank you.
exactly, because I don't like to put here like a shampoo, like me with shampoo. Like when you open one Instagram and you see the people like with shampoo and with your product, it's like, nah, she's selling something. I don't want to see this. But if you have in your stories something like, okay, I sell, yeah, it's true, but i I don't know, I think that is a connection with the people, and the people respond to me these stories and say like, what is the product, I want the product and everything. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. So see if you can find the link to your video.
Yes,
Like,
yes, yes, I'm going to show.
guys,
I'm going.
pointers to take from this and to ask yourself is, how consistent have you been these last couple weeks, these last couple months, right? Because she has seen a shift in her business within the last 3 months. So go back and audit. That's what this end of year has been all about. How consistent have I been? Who am I speaking to? Is it clear who I'm speaking to? And always look at your content and your Instagram from the outsider looking in. If you were looking at your own Instagram, is it attractive? Are you holding their attention? Is this someone you want to buy from or learn from or work with? Is it spammy? Is it annoying? Does she only show up every once in a while? So when in doubt, either ask like your spouse or your sister or friend, or just put yourself in the position from the outsider looking in. If I was looking at my Instagram, what would I think? And I think that's a great way because you know yourself best, but also you need to know who you are speaking to in order to be able to direct that content. And I think Andrew made a great point. Don't get lost trying to be someone else. Okay, you need to find who you are, stay true to you, what works for you, why do you want to speak to that certain person, and run with it. And lastly, don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20, right? Maybe the way you're posting as a newbie is not going to be the same way you're posting 3 years in. But I will say this, even if you're 3 years in or 5 years in, and this is a great reminder for all the oldies on here. And when I say old, I mean like old in the business. Just because we're 5 years in does not mean everyone already knows what we're doing. That is a great reminder that we need to keep reminding ourselves. We think, oh, I've been doing this for 5 years, everyone already knows. That's BS. Because number one, every time you get a new follower, you can't expect that they've researched your whole page, that they've watched all your reels, that they know what you do. It doesn't work like that. And number two, maybe they don't even follow you, but if they land on your page today, and they just scroll through your stories or your last post, like they should be able to learn a little bit something about you and what you do. So let's not think that because we've been doing this for so long, people already know. People don't know, people forget, or they hear it at a different time in their life where it hits them differently, right? Maybe 6 months ago, she was in a great situation. Now she's broke, she got laid off, she got separated, and she's looking for a new job. I don't know. Okay, Cami sent the video there. I think, follow her if you speak Spanish. Obviously, she can express herself better in Spanish, but I think you have given us a breath of fresh air as to how you're getting so many results when so many people are kind of like taking the back seat. And I think that's the number one differentiator. That you're working and some people aren't. You're being consistent and some people aren't. You
Yeah.
know we're talking to, and most of us don't know who we're talking to. I don't know if anyone has any other questions for Cami before we cut this nice and short, sweet to the point. But I will take 2 seconds to say I'm very, very proud of you. I'm very proud of the way you're working your business. I'm very proud of the way you're leading by example. And I'm very proud of you for saying yes to this call, even though, you don't speak English very often. It says a lot about how much you're willing to grow.
Thank you, Joe.
I don't
Thank you.
think, Andrew, you're good? We're good?
Amazing. Proud of you. Let's kick ass, guys. We only have a few days left in the month, and there's still so much work that you can do and still achieve before the end of the year. So let's get those sales in. Let's get those goals met. And 2024 is around the corner. So remember the what you told yourself in January. Let's make sure that we, complete that. All right. Have a good night.
Bye. Good night.